Please do, Janice. Thank you.
I would like to call to order the January 15th, 2026 Recreation Committee meeting. All commissioners are present. I'd like to start the invocation that Commissioner Joseph will handle for us tonight, and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, dear Lord, bless this great state, bless this great country, bless this great parish. Bless all the members on the board tonight to make the right decision for our great parish. And bless all the armed forces service members who protect us and give us the freedom we have today. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
With that, we'll go to agenda item number 3. I would like to remind the public, if you have any comments, to fill out a public comment card. We do have one comment card for agenda item number 4. Go to agenda item number 4, the director's report.
All right. Good evening, commissioners. Do we have the PowerPoint available to pull up? There we go. All right, before we go into the voting items this evening, I'd like to take you through a couple updates that we have since the last time we were able to meet, actually back in April. So just some programming updates to provide you. We currently go strong with our senior sock hops that are offered both in Donaldsonville and at the Lamar-Dixon Expo Center. You'll see here several of our pictures from the sock hops. We try to continue to update our themes each and every month, keep it fresh and interesting for the patrons that are coming there. But it's been a great success. We've had about 500 to 700 at Lamar-Dixon and 150 to 300 over at the Donaldsonville Lemon Center. So very great turnout, and we continue to try to improve that each and every month. Some additional programs that we've offered throughout the year. Of course, we have our spring baseball that's coming up for registration, a Easter event that we did earlier in the year, our Christmas events that we usually have out at Duplessis. But I wanted to highlight 2 new programs that we have that we're in partnership with Ascension Flight, our soccer provider. We had introduced a winter indoor futsal league at Lamar-Dixon, and then also we had a very successful Donaldsonville soccer outreach program that was offered in the fall. So that was a great opportunity for the kids of Donaldsonville to come out. It was not, some folks would look at the numbers as being low. We look at it as that we're gaining trust of the kids and the parents there in the community, and they were excited for us to come out each weekend for that 4-week program. So it was a very successful program. We're going to continue to work with our partners to see how they can help us out throughout the various communities and give back to those communities that they serve. Some park enhancement projects that we've been working on throughout the year. You'll see here some pictures. The backstop out at the South Louisiana Fairgrounds. We were able to get a new roof at the Geismar Community Center, repaired several walkways throughout the system, Duplessis Park, Stevens Park, Paula Park, Butch Gore Park. These are locations where the concrete were buckled up, probably needed to be replaced a while back, but we were able to get it done and make those connecting pieces and safe walking paths for the participants at each one of the parks. Some new flooring and cabinets at Oak Grove Community Park and Geismar Community Park. You could kind of see that in the picture to your right, second from the right. The walls hadn't been painted just yet when this picture was taken, but you'll see the new flooring that is down, some new kitchen appliances and stuff that'll be added, and the sink area that was added. Also, we have the new kayak launches out at PJ's Landing and Laurel Creek launches. Those are at the picture to your right. That is a safe way for kayaks to be able to be placed into the water and for folks to be able to get into the kayak and safely be able to get out into the waterway. Of course, we do have our new park rules signage. We got some of them up at the skate park over at Frank Sotil Pavilion, and we're currently working on getting out our new general rules signs out at all of the parks. We have those designed, waiting on the bracketing that will go up, and the first one that will be installed will be at Jackie Robinson Park. Just to kind of give you an example of the progress we're making, these are restrooms over at Kluwat Park. You can see the old restroom partitions, the concrete floor, bare concrete floor. So those are some before pictures, and here are some after pictures the new partitions in the picture on the left, and then our new flooring on the right with the new partitions. These are going in all of our restrooms out in the parks to make them even more aesthetically pleasing, more user-friendly, and also for us an easier way to keep up with those items out there in those that are being highly used. Here's an example of the Geismar community floor before. Some old tile type flooring with some very, very dirty grout in there, an old paint job. So now this is what the Geismar Community Center looks like with new flooring, new paint job, fixed staircases, and all sorts of things at this point. We're continuing to do some enhancements out there at the community center. Some additional projects that we completed throughout the year. These are just some of the many. Some that I like to highlight. We have implemented a pipe rail project. These are pipe rails that'll go kind of on the borders of each one of the parking lots at the parks, so that'll keep vehicles from accessing the general areas of a park and have them safely stay on the roadways and parking lots of those respective parks. It's been very successful over at Butch Gore, and we're expanding those into the other locations at this time. New umpire's dressing room, that was help from AP Baseball. They were able to help donate some money, and we were able to get an umpire dressing room installed with air conditioning, electrical hookups, and it's going to make for a great spot for the umpires and for office space for when they're doing their league play. We had the Walls project out at South Louisiana Fairgrounds. They painted a mural on the splash pad out there, and you'll see a picture of that in one of the later slides, but it turned out very, very well. Exciting for the kids to go out there and play and find the images that get wet, and the little stencils come up, and now they can see them and stuff. So it's kind of a little intriguing thing to do. We also had a tree planting and a landscape project that we did over at Geismar Community Park in cooperation with Methanex. They did a tree planting day where our crew and their crew went out. We added several trees to the area, rose bushes along the shrubbery around the facility itself, and then we also planted some fruit trees and all that hopefully will grow up, and then we'll have fruit for the community to come by and pick when it's ripe. Also, the AP Parks Foundation at Southwood Park, we did a similar tree planting exercise, and we're able to plant some shade trees and some fruit trees out there, and hopefully very soon we'll get out there for a ribbon cutting for the rest of the amenities out at Southwood and be able to show you all the success out there. Some construction projects that are coming to an end and hopefully opening very soon. The South Louisiana Airnasium and Multipurpose Field. This is a natural grass field that's going to be able to expand our programming opportunities for that side of the river. We're excited to get that open. Hopefully when the grass grows in here very soon, we'll be able to do an official ribbon cutting and have some nice time out there. But it also includes a basketball and pickleball airnasium. You can see the pictures up at the top right. And it's going to be a great opportunity for kids to get out of the heat, come play, but also the pickleball programs that take place over there that are very strong. We plan to do a soft opening there Monday. Soft opening means we'll open it to the public, but we are going to wait until do the grand opening, as I said, once the grass grows in the multi-purpose field, and we'll do an event that'll kind of showcase each area of the complex. Southwood Park, this is where we have 5 new lighted outdoor pickleball courts, a new restroom, improved sidewalks, drainage, and parking lot improvements. We are completed with the pickleball courts themselves, but there's the other infrastructure items like the sidewalks and the parking lot improvements that continue to take place. And hopefully by the end of April, beginning of May, we'll be able to open that up to the public. The Santa Maria Rec Center and Library, you probably pass that all the time. It is coming along very, very nicely. We'll have several rec activity rooms, a performance stage. There's an airnasium outside, and we'll also do commodity distributions from that location. And hopefully that'll be ready to go for a ribbon cutting sometime in February. Here's some other projects that are in progress or upcoming. The one I highlighted at the bottom, you'll see the master plan for the Lemonville Park project, including the layout for the new playground that has already been ordered for that location. We are going to do that in a 2-phase project. First phase will be primarily the parking lot, connecting paths to the pavilion and the playground, refurbishing one of the basketball courts, and then continuing the walking path to where the lake would begin, or the pond would begin. Phase 2 would consist of increased parking amenities, a pond, elevated boardwalks, elevated sitting areas, and all for the public to enjoy. Several other items here, Donaldsonville Armory renovation. We have a couple little things we're working through right now for approval to move forward, and we should be good to get started here very soon. So if you have any questions about any of these projects, certainly feel free to ask me now, or buzz me anytime to find out if they're what the update might be. I would also like to highlight the team trainings that we conduct, but also that we participate in. We believe it's very important for our team to stay on top of current recreation trends, current maintenance trends, current turf management trends. So we send them to a variation of conferences and trainings to help increase their knowledge and get more tools for their tool belt for when they're out there in the field with our staff. We're able to attend the NRPA National Recreation Conference this year in Orlando. You'll see the middle picture there with myself and several staff members participating in one of the events. Sports Field Manager Association Conference, Deep South Turf Expo, Louisiana Turf Expo, but then also this year we had every full-time recreation employee become CPR and first aid trained. We never know when we're in the field, whether our employee has an incident or whether or not somebody out in the public has something. So we want to make sure that they are fully trained and capable of handling a situation when it arises. So we were happy about that. The staff from myself all the way down to the custodians, all that, we're very excited to have this opportunity to make sure that we have the tools to be able to make these life-saving opportunities when they arise. So quarterly, I conduct a team hype training is what it's called. And we do this with the Recreation Department, primarily to provide departmental updates. So there's a lot of information that is disseminated from the parish administration, myself, and all that we want to ensure that gets trickled down to the bottom, to the lowest level possible. So we provide departmental updates. We also provide some skill development, whether it's customer service skills that we'll work on, or just internal communications that we'll have. It also provides us an opportunity for internal collaboration. There are a lot of times when folks that are out in the field on a daily basis, they see things that are taking place and can report back to us. This gives them a mechanism to come back and talk about it in front of a large group and be able to kind of have that collaboration of what direction we want to move for in the future. Also, we conduct team building exercises. You can kind of see some of the team building exercises on the right side. We had a Christmas one where part of the goal was to dress the employee up like a snowman, and the group that did it the best won the thing, but it encouraged the team to work together, to understand each other. They come from all different aspects of the department, but to get them to kind of, I guess, let down their guard a little bit and kind of work together to move forward in a collaborative way. So we enjoyed doing that. It's very important for them to continue to be trained. It's very important for them to continue to be provided updates so that they are informed and they can better inform their families, the public, when they interact with them on a daily basis. And then that's it for my report. I thank you all. If you have any questions, certainly let me know.
All right, we have a comment card from Wade Petit and Eddie Williams.
Good evening, council members. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Wade Petit. I'm here on behalf of Mayor Riley and Ms. Chief of Staff. This is Councilman Eddie Williams, for our City Councilman Gonzalez. Yes. Good. Well,
yeah, we're here to speak in favor of the IGA agreement. We're very hopeful that we can get this approved in our next council meeting. So we look forward to working with y'all in the future.
we started doing this negotiating with the parish after you guys approved, I think it was September, y'all approved an agreement with us at AP Baseball. So we started with Mr. Compton and Brandon. We started negotiating, and throughout the entire time, we have encountered 3 people in the city of Gonzales who have expressed opposition to this agreement. It just so happens they happen to sit on the council. So we had, Brandon was gracious enough to join us at our City Recreation Committee meeting last night. I think we probably, I don't know if we learned very much, because it boils down to having one of the 3 no votes changed to a yes vote. So Mayor Riley addressed the Recreation Committee last night, which Councilman Williams is a non-voting observer member of that committee as well, and said if we get some indication that one of those no votes wants to change their vote, we'll put it back on the January 26th council agenda. If they express a particular clause or something in that agreement that they oppose to, we'll be more than happy and eager to go back to Brandon and negotiate, and maybe we can come to a clause that's also still acceptable to the parish. I mean, we've changed this agreement probably in 7 or 8 respects over the course of the last several months. The parish has been phenomenal to deal with, very cooperative, never told us no. Any slight, something not even disagreement, we've always been able to work toward an accommodation that's acceptable to both the administration, Mayor Riley's administration, and the parish. So if we get some feedback as to what is the offending clause in this contract, we're eager to get back with Brandon and see if we can hammer something out acceptable to at least 3 council members from the city council. So if you guys got any questions, concerns, we're here to express. Mayor Riley would like to express his desire to have you guys pursue the IGA as well. And we're hoping to be in a position to take a crack at adopting it and approving it on our next meeting is January 26th. There's also some other options to make the fields available in the interim. If we're not doing a contract, Mayor Riley decides when the padlocks come off those fields. You know, we've discussed the possibility, I'm sure there may be some insurance requirements, some other factors that have to go into it, but we're trying to, if we don't have an agreement in place, I think they said, Brandon, you may know the date. They talked about
It's February.
Yeah, sometime in February they're having something where they're going to do some little tryout type things. And we're going to, I think we're certainly considering making the field available to them for that event, whether or not the contract's in place or not. But we'll keep working on it if you guys are willing to keep working on it with us. So any questions you might have, we'd be happy to try to answer. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. With that, we go to agenda item number 5.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask some questions on the report. One of them is the National Guard Armory Building. I know you said we'll hopefully start on that project, but can you give us a little update on how much money that project gonna cost and what it's gonna include in that?
Yeah, I'd have to get with Randy Mullins about the exact cost of it, because there's been some additional costs with some of the studies that have had to be completed. I can certainly get with him and provide you that information. But right now, we're kind of waiting on some of the final design documents by the architect to be approved by the grant funding agency and stuff. So it's that's kind of what's holding us up at this point, and hopefully we can move forward very, very soon. But it's a very substantial project. It's a very high dollar project, a couple $1 million or more, and it's going to be a great renovation to that location. And plus the use of Louisiana Square now of incorporating that into the recreational activities that we provide.
And since you brought up Louisiana Square, what is the status of Louisiana Square so the public will actually know what direction, who to call, and what is the procedure on reserving that park? I get a lot of phone calls on that.
Right.
And so, I mean, I like to at least get something going
Right.
here.
Sure. What's that? Yeah, we can kind of give you an update on that. We're making some changes right now with some ordinances and all.
So today, that park, that space is still under the control of the city of Donaldsonville. I have had conversations with the mayor. I'm working with our legal counsel to amend the ordinance that will put Louisiana Square back under the control of Ascension Parish. But simultaneously, I want to work on an intergovernmental agreement that will allow the city of Donaldsonville to use it whenever they need it, as long as they're coordinating through the Recreation Department. But we think that the efforts that Recreation and DPW West made to help beautify that park during the December stroll, we think that we can continue those efforts, create a plan for other improvements we can make to the square, and make it part of our full park recreation system that will coincide with those armory improvements and perhaps some outdoor improvements we want to make out there as well, so.
Okay. I appreciate that, because like I said, I get those phone calls, and I'm starting to figure out who I got to call. All right, and the last one on the Lemonville Park, Brent, I know that community, I've been behind on that, so I will definitely get that on, because we have a concern,
Right.
what you call me, so I'd like to get that addressed in the upcoming next 2 weeks, to have
Sure.
a meeting with that community on that.
Yeah,
So
that's
they
not
can
a
be-
problem. Just let me know when they would like to meet, and certainly happy to meet with them. A lot of the concerns that they have are in the Phase 2 portion of the project, so that's a little bit down the line, so we have some time to discuss it and fine tune it and hear any concerns that are out there.
Good. All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Any other questions? All right, with that, we go to agenda item number 5, approval of intergovernmental agreement between Ascension Parish Recreation and the City of Gonzales for the parish to establish use of city-owned and operated baseball and softball fields for parish programming.
I'd like to make a motion to approve pending approval with the city of Gonzales.
I'll second.
Oh, I have it. I was gonna let them vote first, then let you talk. But you wanna come speak now, you can speak now, Joe. Yeah, I prefer to talk. Come on, Joe, you come speak, Joe.
Good evening, Council. Joel Robert, 7217 LA 44. I'm here to speak about the intergovernmental agreement between Gonzales and the parish. More so, I wanted to also touch on it with Councilman Williams and, Wade Petite, and encourage them to move forward and do more like our council has this term. Because last term, some of y'all were with me, some of y'all weren't. We got a lot of stuff done, but we could have got a lot more stuff done if we didn't have the little politics stuff in it. Now, this particular issue, which is recreation for children, come on. I mean, this is one of those items that, needs to be pushed through city-wise and parish-wise. So thank y'all for, your support, and have a good evening.
We had a motion on the floor for approval by Commissioner Hillisbeck. Do we have a second? We have a second by Commissioner Alonso. Do we have any objection? No objection? I mean, are we passing it or just?
Yeah.
No, it passes. There we go to agenda item number 6, approval of cooperative endeavor agreement between Ascension Catholic High School and the Parish of Ascension for Ascension Catholic High School to use South Louisiana Fairgrounds for its softball program. We have a motion?
Yeah, motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Hillisbeck, second by Councilman Joseph. With no objection, motion passes.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Councilman Alonso. Meeting adjourned.